Hi guys, and welcome to this new video. This one will be a little bit different from my other videos because today I want to take you along for a very special day for me where something just clicked and I made a small leap forward in my personal mountain bike skill riding journey. But before we dive into the details, let me just briefly introduce myself. For those of you who are new to this channel, and this will be most of you as you see the channel is still pretty small. My name is Mike, I'm 44, riding enduro for 3.5 years now. I've been watching countless YouTube clips, probably just like you, on how to ride better, corner better, improve whatever skills I need to enjoy myself on the bike. So join me while we shred a little bit down some of the nicest trails here in Tuscany, and let me share with you my magic moment for this particular day, and maybe this can transform your personal mountain bike riding as well. A little disclaimer up front. This will be not a classic tutorial or skills video as I'm not an authority on this, but I have discovered a little bit of something that helped me to transform my personal riding, and this video is more about sharing and implementing it than rather a full tutorial video. With all that being said, let's dive into it. The mountain bike skills journey is a constant journey and we always can improve something, but let me take you a step back from that particular day to, for example, now you see us doing the infamous Celeron and Dolomites. Here we have a lot of machined berm corners and you hear me dragging the brake all the time, and I'm not really confident to push off these berms. I have constant feeling to get washed out to the outside of the turn. And I'm also losing Mattia, who is speeding quite a lot in front of me. So yes, I watched all these tutorials. I understand I have to twist my hip out, I have to lean the bike, I have to drop sometimes the outside foot, and so on and so forth. You know all these pieces. But somehow, in my case, all of these pieces of advice didn't seem to add up to one big whole. It was just a lot of random things I would be doing while riding the bike, and it was not really consistent and thus also not confidence inspiring. Sometimes I would nail a corner, sometimes I would not, but I was almost at the brink of despair. We were doing drills, we were doing the same laps on the same trails to maybe get into it, but still the cornering would not add up. But then came this day on Poggio Pelato, where all the pieces of the puzzle just magically did add up. Ready? Yeah. So far, so good. You see us shredding the normal style we always shred, but now you will see that Mattia is having trouble keeping up with me. And this is usually not the case. During our last rides, to be fair, this was quite the opposite.
Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Aia! Beautiful!
And while this shred was probably not the most fancy one in the world and not even the fastest, it felt very good for me. And this was due to one simple trick that I've randomly picked up on YouTube. You might know it, you are watching through countless tutorial videos, and probably you just clicked also on my video, just like I clicked on the video of this guy. This channel is called Slanted Ground. I will link it below, and you can now see it also on the screen. I could not find the video where he did mention this little bit, because he just casually, randomly mentioned it after some other riding advice, and it was to lead a corner with your shoulder and your elbow. And this somehow was a little piece of advice I wanted to use and put into practice and to just try it, as I did with so many other riding hints. And previously, none of those riding hints really seemed to work for me, but this one did. And now when I'm approaching a corner, I'm thinking to lead with my elbow and my shoulder. I think about of leading with my shoulder and my elbow, and then all the other pieces magically connect. My hip twists out by itself, the bike leans over, and all the other pieces and bits come together. I'm not necessarily applying pressure on the handlebars over my leading arm, which is if I'm doing like the turn into this direction, I'm bringing this shoulder and this elbow forward, so I'm not applying too much pressure on the bars through this hand, nor on the other hand. So I would say, just for my personal maybe riding style, but don't take my advice for it. I'm not the best authority on it, but I want to share with you this hint, and let us look on the next trail, which is called Sir Robert, where there are some tight or some quick turns following one another, where leading with the shoulder and the elbow did wonders for me.
Pointed so fast, and there are like super tight berms. And if you are not paying attention, you just go straight and you start to fuck up your life.
Mattia will be trying to follow me on this one, so stay tuned and let's watch the shred. I try to make high line.
Sì, Robert, signori. Non so da dove stiamo passando, ma va bene così.
Meanwhile, I got so excited through my new unlock feature that I just mistake the trail entrance.
I knew it.
Sorry,
I knew
sorry,
it.
sorry.
It's time to fight with Mike. Ay, 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 ay.
All right, my bad. So let's try it one more time.
Let's go, Ski. Amazing! And if you are not paying attention, you just go straight and you start to fuck up your life. Oh! Ah, bro, maybe here we stop. Oh! Bomba,
And while Mattia noticed that something was different, to catch all these little corners, the small rides, one after the other, was only possible for me by leading with my shoulder and elbow in my head. So for me, it added up and I could just keep the rhythm. But the trail ain't over yet, so let's see what it still has to offer.
Aya.
Things will never be the same. No, things will never be the same. Things will never be the same. Things will never be the same. Things will never be. Never be. Things will never be the same.
Nice speed, eh?
You like it?
Yeah. You making me... But
Did you see my new turning technique?
I see some
I railed the
curva.
corners.
Yeah.
I tell you the secret. I lead in my head with the elbow.
Ah,
and
yeah,
the
you
shoulder.
told me. You told me.
Automatically turn. Let's go back to the training session for cornering. You will see me now coming into this corner, leading the bike, doing all this stuff, but not leading with the shoulder and the elbow. You clearly see how my outside elbow is collapsing towards the body. And while the cornering still somehow worked out, because I was actively thinking about all these bits and pieces to do it, on the trail, it just doesn't work. And now when thinking about the shoulder and the elbow, it does work. So while some coaches say just keep your outside elbow up, which might help some people, for me it was very helpful to think about just leading with the shoulder and elbow. So there you have it. When you have found your own leading piece or gambit, like I found my shoulder and elbow, the other pieces fall into place. I have to mention that also I try to look ahead at all times, stay low in my bike, and apply all the other little bits and nits and bits that I picked up on YouTube. And I hope that this can help you to maybe also break through in your personal cornering and enjoy your ride so much more. Have you discovered a gambit like this yourself, or maybe you have another tip for us mere mortals on how to corner better, because this is a very complicated topic and I guess everybody has its own take. And I'm really curious to know what kind of little pieces to the puzzle have you discovered on your mountain biking journey. So leave it down in the comments below. Let's start the discussion. And also, in case you tried this little hint from this video and it worked or didn't work for you, please also share in the comments below. I'm really excited to hear about it and curious to know what kind of tip do you have, because I'm always constantly looking to improve my personal riding, as probably do most of you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful and you like this content, please consider to giving me a like and subscribe to this channel. I will try to make more videos of this kind in the future and catch you in the next one. Peace!